Good afternoon. My name is Amy, and here with me is Harley, Crystal, and Samantha, and we'd like to present to you our recommendation on whether to stay conventional. In the past 132 years, you have been the leading grocery store in America and the standard to which current grocery stores follow. Although Kroger Company has done extremely well, you are now faced with the decision whether or not to follow other competitors in the organic industry. From a recent story in the New York Times, Organic Farmers Displeased with Whole Foods, it introduces a pressing topic, which is the company's new strategy, Responsibly Grown, of labeling foods good, better, or best. What makes this story relevant to our client is that Kroger's would like to stay conventional and benefit from the rating system and still have quality products closely rated organic food.
Kroger's has asked our consulting firm to find out whether it should follow the whole food strategy or stay with its current practice of providing only conventional foods. Kroger's has been questioning if staying conventional would benefit their company in the long run or put them behind in profit and progression. Whole Foods has recently input a ranking system into their practice of selling organic and conventional food. The system ranks the food that the farmers grow according to the things that economically benefit their farm. Now conventional farmers can have the best ranked food with only adding a few additional processes to their farm, like having a compost pile, using solar panels and windmills, not using as much pesticides as normal, or designating a piece of land to be a conservation area. Kroger's is ultimately searching for a resolution to satisfy all customers while staying conventional and economical.
To help you decide what will be the best for your company, we will be discussing 4 major concerns of whether becoming an organic retailer or continuing strictly with conventional products is best. The first major concern is the overhead cost of organic products. Will the overhead cost benefit your company in the long run, or will they have a decline in profits? The next concern is shelf life. Which of the two, either organic or conventional products, will last longer on the shelves? And when it comes to consumer satisfaction, will consumers be satisfied purchasing organic or conventional products? And the fourth major concern is profitability. Will organic products or conventional products increase profits for your company in the long run? When choosing to become an organic retailer, your company will be faced with overhead costs. Because organic products are fertilized with natural materials, it is more expensive for the farmers to get these fertilizers shipped to them, and the result of this is a more expensive transport cost for your company to receive the products at your store. Conventional products are fertilized with chemical fertilizers, and because chemical fertilizers pack more nutrients per pound, it is cheaper. The organic products are fertilized with natural fertilizers, and because more is needed to meet the same level of nutrients, the natural fertilizer is more expensive. And because of this, the farmers tend to increase the wholesale price. Another overhead cost to keep in mind is your store having to purchase night covers to help keep the produce fresh over time before they are purchased.
The shelf life of organic foods is a lot shorter than conventional food. Therefore, in organics, you can have a loss of sales due to spoilage. For example, these 2 tomatoes were put on the shelf at the same time, and the one on the left is conventional and the other is organic. And since the organic tomato doesn't have any preservatives, it has begun to rot at a faster rate. This process begins when the organic products ship out of their destination, the trip is longer, and without any preservatives begins to spoil, and should be bought and eaten from the supermarket as soon as possible. Most supermarkets might see adding organic products as an investment and satisfying the needs of health-conscious customers, but not all customers are aware of the setbacks that come with purchasing organics.
According to a study written on the Huffington Post, the demographic of organic consumers consists of people ages 35 and younger who have received higher education. This means that organic sellers are not aiming at a large majority of the population. Most of our nation's population are either low or middle class people. Therefore, they don't have the budget to keep buying expensive organic products. Conventional products, as stated earlier, have a longer shelf life. Therefore, they last longer on our shelves, but more importantly on our consumer shelves. This keeps consumers happy and more willing to keep buying our products. Since they last longer, consumers don't have to keep throwing away spoiled food or keep making trips to the grocery store. Conventional products put more money in our customers' pockets, not only because they save money since their food lasts longer and they don't have to make so many trips to the grocery store, but because conventional products are cheaper. This makes Kroger's products accessible to all levels of income.
Conventional food is more profitable because it is extremely cheaper than organic food. From a college student's perspective, looking at 2 baskets of apples, the organic apple is marked at $4 per apple, and the conventional apple is marked at $1 per apple. Guess which one the college student is going to pick? The conventional apple, because it's cheaper. The majority of Americans always choose the cheaper route rather than the expensive route. When a store buys food in bulk, it gets the food for a cheaper price per each individual piece of food than they would buying it one piece at a time. This means that even though they are selling their food at a reasonably cheap price, they are getting the food even cheaper themselves. So conventional food turns a profit of at least 2 times more when sold than organic food. Selling food faster really benefits both the store and the customer. Yes, the conventional food might not have as high of a selling price, but if the store is always selling out of conventional food before the organic food, conventional food is making more of a profit for the store. Also, the customer will be more inclined to buy conventional food if it is fresher, and with people buying more conventional food, the store is always having to restock the food because customers are buying all the food before it can decompose on the shelf. In general, conventional food is the best option for Kroger's to make more of a profit and keep up with its competition.
After reviewing the research on overhead costs, shelf life, consumer satisfaction, and profitability, our firm decided it would be best for Kroger's company to continue with their normal operations and only sell conventional products. We chose this decision because it's the most beneficial. The overhead costs are cheaper because it is cheaper to grow and ship conventional products. The profit is greater when selling conventional products because they are cheaper for customers and to purchase. The shelf life is longer for conventional products, as you saw with the tomatoes example. This makes it better for Kroger's and customers because the food lasts longer, so less food is being wasted. And when customers are satisfied, they become loyal customers, which gives us a long-term profit. In the end, selling conventional products will benefit Kroger's the most.